Hello everybody, I'm Jack, and this is Raw Tropical Living. Thanks for joining me today. Hope your week is off to a good start. Mine is. I'm actually doing a video. I don't usually do videos this early. It's about 9:30, and I am going to a yoga class at 10:15. I have an appointment midday, and then I have an appointment in the afternoon, so I figured I better go ahead and do the video a little bit early today. Anyhow, I've actually caught up. I didn't catch up because it was some new people, but I was watching a good bit of YouTube this weekend, and I actually was watching somebody new, Legit Nutrition Hawaii. I recommend her a lot. She's got good explanations on things. And that kind of, talking about her explanations will lead into about this video. And I've got my trusty notes. I got a page of notes today. She eats cooked food, but you know, when I was watching her, and I like her delivery, and I like a lot of the facts, and she's very well informed, and she speaks very well. She conveys the message very well, and it got me to thinking that I don't watch many raw vegans for the actual why, the science of the food type thing. Even though I'm pretty much a fully raw vegan, I'm going to tell you right now, even though I'm fully raw. Pretty much almost fully raw. You know, I eat some cooked when I go to the States. I'm not into the cooked versus not cooked. You know, it doesn't freak me out or anything. But to be honest, I resonate so much more with the cooked people, the high carb people. I watch so much more of them besides this one. This is going to be a regular watch. Legit Nutrition Hawaii, Plant-Based Athlete, Banana Blondie, 108, I'm sorry. But yeah, I just kind of start playing through the people that I watch a lot. Dr. Greger, watched a talk by Neil Bernard the other night. So I don't get a lot of the factual stuff from the raw people. I've kind of rebelled, and I guess I've kind of, even though I've leaned towards it, and I tell you guys openly that I can tell between going back and forth between cooked and raw, high fruit, this and that the fully raw, I do work the best on it, but I just don't like the dogma. I haven't liked the dogma ever since, I got started on this lifestyle. I think it's more about, I think we just need to focus on vegan, high carb, and clean, as opposed to this whole cooked versus raw thing. Honestly, and I also too, like I say, I'm going straight by my notes because I've got a lot of things. There's a big number on both sides that it's pretty much all their reasoning is BS on the cooked side and on the fully raw side. Because they're doing it for. It's almost like when you pull for a sports team. They're not trying to get to the heart of pure information, pure facts. It's just like, okay, I'm a raw vegan, so I try to slant everything towards raw vegan. I look for everything that supports raw vegan I can. It's like, this is my team, this is my political belief, and I will do everything, even if I have to kind of manufacture things to make it, make my case. And vice versa on the cook side. The cook people that say that they're kind of a little bit, some of them they wanted to do raw, weren't able to do raw. They're a little bit bitter. So they're constantly, running down the all raw people. Watch on both sides. Watch on both sides. The most rational people you're going to find on both sides in the cooked food world, they're not running down the raw people. They're not knocking the raw people. They're not focusing all their energy on telling people you shouldn't be raw. And then on the other side, vice versa. You see what I'm getting at? Like both sides just kind of, they just perpetuating the wars, kind of like, oh, rap game, East versus West, just to get more play out there, because it does, get a lot of stuff going on. Let me see what. Oh yeah, this is another very, very valid point I'm finding, and like I say, these are just like things. Like, this is like me writing things down. I'm not a scientist. I don't have a big enough study, so you take of it what you will. My study group isn't large enough probably to, draw too much from, but it's what I see. I was saying this, although I prefer fully raw, emotionally. I can't read my own notes sometimes. Although I prefer fully raw, emotionally balanced and rational is sadly few and far between in the raw community. You just get so much of this woo-woo stuff, and it's not based in anything. It's not. It's like a lot of times I hear people. I'll watch a video because my time's not that valuable. I'll watch something sometime, and I'm like, wow, you would have been just like Jack and would have traded those. You would have traded the family cow for those beans. It's just there's just a lot of stuff out there that's not that rational. Coming out, but it is on both sides, and like I say, I'm not trying. What I'm trying to get at here is it depends on the individual. It depends on your body, your health, your personality type, whatever. But it happens on both sides. I had better cases, like I say, I resonate with the cooked people, but there's a lot of the obnoxious cooked people out there too, and there's a lot of the ones out there that aren't really thriving. They're not doing all that well, and that brings me to my next point, is listening to these people that, line up with people that you want their similar results, and that's not for me to tell you whether it's physical, athletic, whether it's something to do with their spirituality, their approach to spirituality, their ethical views, whatever. Just pick people out that you line up with, and that's what you want to do. For me, I find, and this is generalizing, and there's examples out there. There's examples that disprove what I'm about to say, but in general, I find the cooked vegans kind of healthier looking. They look healthier, they look more vibrant, a lot more physical. That's why for the raw thing, and I wish there was more younger people than me, because I'm like the old man bringing it up. I wish there was more, and I'm not all that physical. I do my yoga, I work out a little just to stay in shape, but I wish there was more raw vegans out there that were a little bit more physical. Like, we've got like I say, plant-based athlete. He does the jiu-jitsu and the raw to 4 movements. You've got Harley that bikes a lot, and you've got a lot of athletics. You've got a lot of just physical achievement. Not achievement, but you just see, like, physical is an interest. Like, it's not about competing or whatever, but people that are that's what I'm getting at, people that are interested in the physical. The cooked people in general seem to be a little bit more interested in the physical. But like I say, it's not a matter. Let me finish it up by going all the way back around and saying that none of what I said is really the point. The cooked people do this, the raw people do that, and I'm sure in the comment section somebody won't quite get the point, and they'll try to go and defend the raw side or defend the cooked side and actually do exactly what I'm talking about and say why this one is superior. But it is what it is. You do the best you can in your circumstances, but it always, for me, I don't think this message is ever going to change. There might be some particulars and details that change in my approach, but it's always going to be about vegan, high carb, and clean. And even though I thrive on this raw vegan lifestyle, I just can't throw the cooked food under the bus. I can't tell these people that are obviously thriving, they look healthier than me, they look vibrant. And I'm not just talking about from a physical, like, oh, they've got muscles, or ooh, they're tight and lean. I'm talking about the whole package. There's bodies out there. They're not necessarily your, ooh, aesthetic, like, wow. I see bodies every day that are not necessarily the most aesthetically, in other words, people aren't going to go, wow, like, just like a model or some like celebrity or whatever, but they have a good functional physical body, and I admire those types of bodies, and that's what it's about. It's about being healthy. It's not about this dogma, although this dogma does kind of promote the industry and keeps a whole, like, kind of little industry of, what are they even called anyway? This whole little educational thing. Anyhow, I'm just starting to ramble. I told you I don't do morning videos, but anyhow, just think about it and don't focus your attention so much on the cooked versus the raw. And one last little thing to the raw people is, if you'll only listen to raw people, if you'll only listen about raw stuff, you're really missing out on some great information about the science, about the lifestyle anyway. So I'll just leave you with that one. Anyhow, hope you guys like this one. If you like it, give me a thumbs up. Hope you'll subscribe to the channel, and hope your week's off to a wonderful start. Peace.